What's up, guys? It's your boy Hero, and today we're going to be discussing my first impressions of the Striker class. Now, Striker is actually one of the most fun I've ever had playing Black Desert. He's so much fun to me personally, but fun is relative. Fun is based on playstyle, and I'm pretty sure if you think this kind of class is going to be fun, you've already decided that without me even saying anything. So I'm going to kind of avoid talking about what's fun, and I'm going to talk about straight up facts here. Now, Striker is not a perfect class in any means, shape, or form. He does have a lot of things going for him, but he does have a few negatives. As he stands right now, I think Striker would be completely useless in large-scale siege and maybe even medium-scale siege, but this is obviously because he does not have his awakening yet. His awakening will decide this pretty much where this class is going to be in the game, is if his awakening is anything as good as his unawakened form. As it stands right now, Striker has the best unawakened form in the game. I'm pretty confident in that, and the big take-home word I can take away from my first impressions with this class is potential. The reason why I say that is Striker has so many things going for him in his unawakened form. He has a 10% pretty much constant 10% attack speed buff that is on a flow skill. So he gets 10% attack speed that's always there. It's never not on. He can always have 10% attack speed. You might as well just put him at 10% attack speed at his pretty much base, because he's always going to have 10% attack speed. He also has another buff that gives him 20% attack speed on top of that 10% attack speed that is activated, and it lasts for 30 seconds. I'm not quite sure exactly how to activate this buff yet, but I've activated it accidentally a few times, and that is huge that he gets 30% attack speed for 30 seconds without even using skill add-ons, which is just incredible. So his skill add-ons, I'm questioning if he has skill add-ons that stack as well. So if he gets another attack speed increase, that's just crazy. But you have to keep in mind, this is the Korean version of the game. I clearly don't speak Korean or read Korean, and I couldn't understand everything that was happening. I could only go off of the buffs that popped up on my screen when I did certain things. Unfortunately, the English translation that I have doesn't have Striker translated yet. Anyways, another thing that he also has that's a lot of potential is he has a lot of super armor. He has a block, even though it's not a great block. It happens when he holds S, and he does this little standing block, real quick block, and he also has a lot of damage already in his unawakened form. His damage is pretty high. I only have 100 AP, and I was killing Sausins and things like it was nothing. I'm sure I could go to Pirates if I really wanted to with only 100 AP. You have to keep that in mind. If I had 200 AP, if I was on NA with this class, I would be shredding things. His AP scaling is very good so far. He also has a built-in evasion. So he has 10% evasion just flat for doing nothing, and he also has a skill that gives him an extra 9% for every time he does a small skill. It's just left click and A or D. It's just a very small skill, takes a second to use. He doesn't even have to hit anything, and he gains 9% evasion. So that's 19% evasion right there, so which makes this class perfect for evasion builds. You can easily put on a Rokaba set and put on full evasion, muskin boots, tap buskin boots, whatever, and get full evasion build on this guy, no problem, just because of the base evasion he has. And he also has a defense debuff. I'm not sure if it's, but it decreases their whichever DP it is. I'm not sure if it's AP or melee DP, but it decreases it by 10, and he also has an evasion debuff that decreases the opponent's evasion by 10. I'm not sure if it's by 10 or by 10%. It's very hard to tell from the Korean translations, like I said before. But like I said, this class feels like it has so much potential. If his awakening form supplements his weaknesses, and his weaknesses right now for me is he has very little range. His mobility is very good, but when we're talking about mobility, we're talking about, when I say that his mobility is good, I'm talking about his ability to do a foot race. He is a very fast class in a foot race if you know how to use his abilities correctly, and he's a very fast class in general, but I feel like his mobility needs to be a little bit higher if they're going to keep him with no ranged abilities. Keep in mind, the only ranged ability that he really has is Hadouken and a teleport skill, and both of those skills are very wonky. Hadouken isn't that far range, and the teleport skill is very glitchy. It doesn't always just go directly to the opponent. It goes to where the opponent is at the moment you press the button 9 times out of 10, and usually 9 times out of 10 they're gonna be further away, so it's gonna just desync, and it's not that great. So as of right now, what I think he needs is either more range or more mobility. His awakening form, from what I've been told, is going to give him that mobility in between fights, so he can quickly just dash to the next target instead of having this awkward moment where he has to chase them down on foot. Keep in mind, I only have 2 movement speed on my character, and I still wasn't having too much difficulty chasing people down. I'm not trying to say he's slow. I'm just trying to say that I feel like every class that's close range also has ranged abilities that can get them in close range. Look at Giant, look at Sorceress, look at Warrior, look at Valk. They all have abilities that have range, even though they are primarily close range classes. And I feel like he doesn't have that. And maybe he'll get it with his awakening, maybe he won't. But that's a very big part of what will make him a great class or a good class. But that being said, there's very little cons with this class at the moment. I could very easily see someone logging on to this class on the NA version when it first comes out, playing it for a week or so, and being able to beat awakened classes easily. Dark Knights were able to do it, but very rarely. I feel like it's going to be more common with this class. This class doesn't have the excuse of, I don't have my awakening yet, that Dark Knights had. However, that also being said, he does have weaknesses, and the weaknesses hopefully will be supplemented by his awakening. I can't wait to see what his awakening is going to be like. I'm going to definitely be logging on to Korea, live streaming it, and going over it and studying it very well. So far, I really like this class personally. Once again, I know you guys, it doesn't really matter how I feel about his playstyle, but I think his playstyle is really awesome. I love the way you go in the air and you use aerial abilities. It's really cool. It's like it's kind of like a ninja, but not exactly. But if I had to compare him to a class, I would compare him to Ninja. Unawakened Ninja is very similar the way he plays. There's a lot of skills and a lot of secrets to this class that I do not know, but I've seen people already learning secret combos, and it's just so much, and I can't really understand the class because it's in Korean for the 100th time, but I understand enough to know that he does have huge potential, and this class has potential to become the best class in the game, and I mean that. He definitely does. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to check out my stream. I'm gonna be streaming this guy on Korean versions. I'm gonna be PKing Koreans like crazy. I've already been doing it, and I'm gonna be leveling him to 56. Hopefully I get there by Monday so I can do a short, so I can get back on NA, because I'm pretty sure Common Silver is coming out on Tuesday. But anyways, that's just my theory. Go ahead and follow me on Twitch. Like if you liked it, dislike if you're a hater, and see you guys next time. It's your boy Hero. Peace.